Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over this next episode, or the second part of the last episode, where it's just an exploration, basically just an exploration episode. So last episode we had this castle built. I showed it step by step, just the progress of me building it. Got the keep done. Tower still need to be filled in on my part, but yeah, pretty much good looking. I want to put some docks over here, maybe a pathway leading up to these towers here. Yeah, just paths within everything, maybe a couple windows. Make the towers actually look like towers instead of just cylinders. But yeah, put some stuff on the inside here, some marketplaces and whatnot. It'll just be the main hub, and then we'll do the surrounding area will be the capital city itself. And then also last video we went over the names, the capital city, the city of Ville, the city of Jobland, and then the contested cities. That's a new one. But yeah, contested cities, I'm thinking about changing the names again, but not for a little while. And we also added in some ports, because these are all the places I want to add ports to in the future, where my boats can use all the waterways available to me. There's one over here as well. I'll probably end up moving that to that water gap right there. Now let's zoom out here, and we see the entire, well, mostly filled out. It's an endless world, but this is as much as I got to fill out, and it's looking more and more like a world. So I'm planning on making my empire this large, but not too large to where like it's gonna be hard to build, but basically all the plains biome is gonna be my domain. Got the capital right there, pretty central. Did that on purpose. Like the way it looks, kind of right in the middle of all these waterways. This area right here is more or less where like the whole central places, like the capital. And then you got this contested city. Then you go up north here to the city of Libran. This is just basically because there's a librarian here, so I decided to name it Libran. It also has a blacksmith. I haven't actually looted any of these places yet. I just kind of went around and founded them all. Anyways, there's a port there. You come up here to the city, which I call Blacksmith, and you guessed it, there's a blacksmith. We're keeping real simple with these names. Got two ports here. Basically, all the names to these cities will all be something that relates to something with the city, which I think works kind of well with the way that people actually name cities. Then up here with the mods that I have, there are these little sawmills everywhere. So I have these little territories where I just have it marked out as like a saw territory. And then it also has a port up there. Yeah, right here. And everything's pretty well connected, so far at least. Now, this one down here, actually, I think I'm going to change my mind on calling this one Portland. This one's called Portland because it used to have the most amount of ports, but now I found another one that has more ports, so I'm going to switch the names. So that other one's name is Crossrow, but that's because it's like the other one over here was originally named Crossrow, but now it's going to be named Portland, which will be our most populated city other than the capital. But yeah, this here used to be Portland because it's not really a cross, but this one down here has way more ports. But this one is more like a cross, so I was like, had a couple of changes there. As much as I would love for that one to be called Crossrow, and it definitely has more of the port feel because there's more ports. But yeah, everything here is pretty ported up. This one's still one of the major ports, having 3. Then all these little purple marks everywhere are these ruined nether portals. Again, the new contested city. This one is called the City of Churchill. I just named it that because it has more than one church, unlike all the other ones. So. Then we come down here. This one's on the side of the hill, so I decided to call it the Churchill. I have a port. I'm going to cut into the mountain right there. Well, it's not a mountain, it's a land, so it's next up on the water right there. Okay. And it's all kind of flows naturally. Yep. And then this one is the City of Newville. Yes, City of Newville. I didn't get a good look at that, but there we go. City of Newville. I just ran out of names, and it was new. That was the newest one, so I figured, why not? I don't know why these little blocks of land are kind of forming out here. I didn't really go there yet, but at least I know it's there. But yet there's Portland, what used to be Crossroad, but now it's Portland because it has the most ports. 4 ports. Then we actually found a mini taiga biome over here. I actually shouldn't say mini, it's actually rather large. However, I got the City of Taiga, and I got the City of Ron down here. The taiga is, I think, going to be the largest one in this area. So I'm going to have a taiga city over here. It's going to be pretty large. That's a port inside of the and then over here we have another one of those sawmills. So it's another territory. And this should actually connect up here with that port. I guess I could dig through here. Dig through. I think here. Connect it up to there, and then connect it to here. I'll work through that in a later episode. Yeah, that's pretty much all the new land and everything. We do actually have some footholds out here in the colonial empire type thing. We have another sawmill territory, and we actually do have another portal over here. But yeah, so this little area over here is going to be like a little colonial thing. A little overseas territory. I'm probably not going to do too much to this. I probably should have a school. Right there. Let's at least have one. Yeah, every place has a port unless it doesn't have access to water. Like Churchill and the lake do not have access to waterways. Yeah, everything's pretty well spaced out. And this half is missing everything. No, actually, in the next episode, I'm going to have a mod that carves out paths and walks on it. I'm going to have to remind myself of that mod name, but it will be added. Because in that way, it'll make it way easier to figure out where my paths are going to go. I want the floating after, and if I can't walk with it anyway, then it'll create that master thing for me. Yeah, there's also a couple bridges that I'll probably have to do over these rivers and stuff. The bridges have to be built to like rise here, kind of through the river here, through this land, and I'll connect up to the other way. Paths leading towers, bridge here, another pathway to the other cities, etc., etc. That's a city. Build a bridge right here. That's gonna be the next one. I'm gonna build a bridge right here. I'm gonna have it pass down around the mountain to go up there. Now this is pretty much my domain. Everything here that's visible 5 inches of my territory. Mainly between down not sure how much split it up. I might have to do some walls. Standard video stuff. Yeah, we're gonna have nice supports up near that ocean too. There's a few here. Even more connected all. I want everything to be able to connect to everything in this world, whether that's by path or by waterway. I want to try to not use elytras. Maybe minecarts, but I'm going to use like traditional methods of transportation. So we're going for like a medieval appeal. So we're going to have boats going through here, horses on the sides and walking on the sides. Like, we're not going to do too much with the more advanced ways of transportation because I like the old school better. Just standard traveling. I will also not use the teleport feature on this map more often than I already did. It's as nice as it would be. I might only say that for like separate reasons. But me after having to use it because I want to try to keep that feel of traveling throughout the space. As I build my empire around this land of ours. I still have to come up with the name of the empire itself. But it'll probably be something simple. The capital city is just the capital city. But it's not like the name of the empire. But I can probably keep it as kind of like I can have it like the Idea Empire and have it the capital city of the. It's nice, but like not really that creative, but here we're going to be doing a lot of sports stuff in this larger basin. Just trying to figure out where everything goes right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out where everything cuts through. Kind of planning out my last steps here. Yeah, that connects up to there. This connects up to there. This is just kind of like all water. That's okay. Yeah, I really hope that this is like an actual large ocean and not just like a big lake. I'd like to do some a little more science or something like that. But yes, this is everything new. And with this mod, you can see all the points everywhere. So you can see how far different. You just do it first time. I think it's really cool. I like being able to see where everything is. Yeah, around the side here. I have to finish filling this in. Definitely have to finish filling this in. Yep, so there's just stuff everywhere. Like a 360 view of everything from inside the castle itself. It's gonna look real nice. When everything comes out as it should. Just gotta fill in some doorways here. Should look pretty good. Yeah. So I have some access to the towers here. Yeah, we kind of gotta add a little stairway here, I guess. And a point with not to. Here we go. Now we can travel through here easier. Everything's kind of connected. I did put wood in between this, like I said. Still have to do the upper 2 levels. But it all wraps around now. Which I think is a really cool, neat little thing to add into this. Yeah. Yeah, we got a little bit of room for some builds inside of here. Not too much, but the village around me is going to have most of the stuff that I need. So this will all be like just our main base, pretty much. Yeah, I even widened up the entranceways here. This is going to be kind of like a separate interior. I'm going to try to figure out how to do all the interior walls and stuff. I finished filling up these floors. And staircases here. Let me just do this to kind of add that there, right here. And then I know this will cut inside of this walkway up here, which I would rather not have, but yeah, it's kind of cut in there, but it'll be fixed once I figure everything out. It'll probably just be a ladder going up to the side here. Yeah, I just want to kind of keep this feel of the openness of the different layers so that you can kind of look all the way around 360. There's going to be a way up here too, eventually. So yeah, this topmost part of this build. We got everything inside of it, pretty much. Gives you a pretty good 360 view, in fact. Like, this is actually kind of good. Yeah, you can see the ports right here, all along the waterways here. Yeah, let me... Actually, I think I want to move this waypoint to here. Kind of actually inside the castle keep itself. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, so I think I just have to get the coordinates and I have to put it there. Because I don't want to create a new waypoint, I just want to move it. Yeah. So 4, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, there we go. Now it's more central. See, that looks so much better. Because this is kind of where like the actual like castle part is. Like, I think I'm gonna build like a mini throne in here or something. I don't know. It's kind of short. So I'm actually increase the height by like 1 more block. So that's at least like 3 blocks tall of the room. Okay, we gotta add some doors. We have a lot of work left to do. Yeah. Oh yeah. That reminds me. All this stuff also has interiors as well. Like you got the towers right. This is the tower. And it connects up with the walls. I just gotta dig through all of it still. Yeah. Yeah, just dig through here. I just kind of built around the frame. It looks really weird. But yeah, it looks like, look at this. It's like all cut into. So the terrain was off, so. Where's the wall? Oh, it's actually right here, isn't it? Of course it is. Yeah, so this is where it splits. Here we go. Now I think it should be that how much higher? Really? Oh no, it's just weird. Here we go. So we are now inside this kind of split tower here. Let's just mine that. I don't know why I mined that torch and placed a new one. Oh crap, this is up high. Is it mean to go up this high? I didn't change too much with this terrain here, so not quite sure how to like kind of smooth it all out with the towers. I think I'm just gonna dig into the ground and get rid of all the grass. Just make it the height that it's supposed to be. Yeah, this should go into this diagonal. Oh, wait, no, this is the wall for the gate. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So yeah, now this is all kind of dug out. I want everything to be kind of connected. There we go. And then this goes into the castle itself. I'm just gonna leave it like that actually. Now, this tower, I'm gonna have the entrance on this side over here. I think that should be a good idea. Dig this all out. Of course, my pickaxe broke. Good thing I have multiple others. Okay. And then through here, oh, I actually have to light this up. Great. Okay, and then you just got that little back area. This is just because the wall goes all the way around. Like, that's not too much at all. But yeah, that's all the interiors and stuff. Separate rooms. Let me just hang on. It looks so good at night. Look at that. Looks beautiful. I also like that it's just like this bright blob on the screen compared to like everywhere else that's uninhabited right now. And I can't wait to see what it'll look like once everything's more inhabited. Because you can kind of see like the other villages out here that are slightly lit up. And I can't wait to see like the larger version of this. Right here is where I think I'm going to draw the border of the capital. Up along that natural hill going on. And this one's going to be kind of like up and against this natural hill as well. Underneath that natural hill kind of stops here. Connects up with the capital a bit. I want to try using natural borders between all these places. Or for all these places. I don't think a lot of these places are actually going to be touching each other. But that's fine. Because that's just more room for roads and stuff. I have to be careful with this village because of the villager outpost right there. Same thing with this one. Might like just build a wall or something around these. Like to like contain all the pillagers rather than just like prevent them from spawning altogether. Because I kind of like the idea of having like these battles or like contested cities going on. So I think I might actually build inside of them. But yeah, guys, I think this is gonna call it quits for this day. I'm gonna take my rest right here. Real quick. And here we go. But yeah, I think that's going to call it for this video. I will see you in the next one. I think I'm going to do that bridge in the next one. Along with maybe trying to do some of that pillager wall stuff I mentioned. But yes, I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay good.